Okay, this spell is basically it's a star working. It's also got a lot of discord, involved as well, because we have a situation where the lady in question, the client, has someone in her workplace who's a manipulator. He's causing a lot of discord amongst the staff, causing people to lose their jobs. So someone like that needs to go. And so basically, I've got his photograph here and black pen, and what I like to do is put an X through the face of the person. That's what I do if I want someone to actually, get rid of a person. So we want him away. So I like to put a black X. It's just Xing him out of the situation. You're going to need a little bottle. I like this black kind of. I like black bottles, but I don't always have them. So you could use just a clear glass one is fine. Also, I should say before I move on, when you're done with this working, if you call on whatever deity you work with, please, please, please cleanse yourself. Uh, whatever your means of cleansing is, if it's sage, Florida water, Epsom salts, or simple sea salt, in your bath or on your shower base, please do that because you are calling in negativity. So it's important to balance it all out again. So I'm going to 5-spot this photograph of him. And we want to block communication with regards to him and everyone else. If that makes sense, we want to try and push him out as fast as we can. Oh, where did that oil go? Just one moment. This happens to me every time. Oh, it's right in front of my eyes as usual. Okay, so use whatever oil you feel. You feel is right. You don't have to go with whatever I have. I'm basically saying unto myself that you will leave. You will not remain in this establishment any longer. It's time to move on. It's time to go. There's a little discord oil. I really want to get this on him. So I like to use blackthorn pins. You don't have to. You could use a nail or a shard of glass, but I like to dip a blackthorn pin into some discord oil, and I'm going to place that right through his face. Okay. Sorry, I can't show too much because I don't want to show the photograph. Apologies for that, but I have to keep it right. Okay, and I'm going to put some sulfur on top of him just to get some. We want to raise the attention, and we want to get everyone that needs to notice him, the right people that can get rid of him, to see what he's like. I'm quite confident a lot of people do know what he's like, but we want to push him, that bit further, that he's, tinkering, and then finally over the edge, and people that are in the know get rid of him. A little bit of, pardon me, it's devil's dung. I like this. It's very good. It is excellent for the. I like to use it for also in love workings. It's good to rot away a love interest that's in the road kind of thing. But it's also good if you just want to get rid of someone. A little bit of destruction powder. This is required because there's no point handling it lightly. We want him out, and that's going to hot foot him really quickly. And it's going to give him a few things extra. This is chili. Okay, so I am just going to pull this away from me. And I've got a little petition. I'm going to put it inside there, like that. Just fold it away. If the blackthorn pin breaks, it's okay. And just pop it in your jar. Now I'm going to put some vinegar in there. Again, don't put it up too far. I usually go to about here. Now is a good time when you're pouring your vinegar to focus on the outcome. So his job will be soured. Everything about his working life is soured. We're bringing him discord. He can't stand this job any longer. People see him for what he truly is. So many people have lost their jobs over him, so he has to go. He has to go. Okay. So I'm going to put in some lime juice. You could use fresh lime, even lemon juice. That's fine too. That sours the issue even more. Now I'm going to put in some black salt. This black salt is really for bringing about. It's not black salt for protection. It's black salt to bring about discord and basically to remove a person. I like to use that black salt. It darkens down that person's life. So you're going to need something sharp. 9 little nails is what I've got here. Smashed glass is another one. It's really effective. Just use whatever you've got. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put in some alum powder. ALUM. Alum powder is very good if you want someone to just basically shut up. It's used in court workings because it's good for silencing witnesses. I never get this stuff out. Doesn't want to come out. It sticks. Okay, so and a little bit of court dirt, because this is for justice, because him being in that job, it's not right. Someone more suited is a better option. And also to the client, I can sweeten you towards this position and we can get things going. We just need him away out of the frame. So I've handed it to the Santa Muerte. The Santa Muerte will bring justice to the situation. I've got great faith in the Santa Muerte. More devil's dung. More destruction powder. I'm looking for the chili again. Chili. It's the wrong one. There it is, right in front of me. So I offered her a black candle, and I will be making more offerings to her as time goes by. I'm pretty confident she will come through. I don't see why she wouldn't. This is a situation that requires justice, and I'm sure she will help. Let's banish that person out of the picture. Let's see, is there anything else I could just... At the end of the day, it's all about souring the issue, so things will start to go wrong. It might not happen just like that, but day by day things will start to happen and creep into his working life. And I think from what the client has told me, that he seems to be very disliked, and he's been quite I don't use the right word. he's been quite vicious and stuff. So he has to go. So let me see. I'm going to put a few little things into this in my own time. I've got a few bits and pieces that I'd like to add to it. I'd rather not put it on camera, because at the end of the day, people are going to be, copying this kind of spell, and I don't want anyone using the bits and pieces that I'm using, because it's just for safety, and I have to cover my own butt at times. So it's just a few things, and there's also the fact that there's a few things that I do that I like to keep private. So I'm going to leave it there, and I also drew a few cards for you with regards to this. 1 second. The answer deck. Okay. First card out was dark-haired woman. And then faith. It's just telling you to have some faith, but you've got that anyway. The lesson. So there should, there's a lesson in this for him or everyone. That's something to do with a lesson. Spiritual. That's a reference to you, because you are very, very spiritual. We've got the battle. Loss. Yeah, so I think he's going to lose that job. My money is on he's going to lose that job and change. Yeah, I think he won't hang around. I think things will definitely change for him, which is exactly what we want. We want to see this happening. This is exactly what we want. So, quite a good few cards there. I'm pretty confident. Of course, I can't say 100% that things will work out, but I'm pretty confident that you will see something. You have faith, and that serves you well. And you've got the Santa Muerte beside you. Again, I had to call her in the black form. Sometimes I just speak to her at the end of the day, but I just, if it's just day-to-day things, and I need to obtain her help for something, I'll just speak to her. But in this instance, because it's involving someone else and we've got an issue at hand, I'll bring out the statue with the appropriate robe. But black is good for protection also, not just hexings and things like that. The white is for peace, harmony, healing, and the red is also, it's very good for fiery situations, like if you want something quickly. Love, lust, all those things. Someday I'll go over everything with the statues that I've got here. It's hard to get statues of the Santa Muerte, but I have managed to find a seller in Mexico, and I love them because they're loaded with little bits and pieces at the bottom, grains, rice, things like that. Each statue has a different little bit at the bottom. Sometimes it's a star, but they've got little bits and pieces. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating. I find the whole thing really, really fascinating, and I so resonate with it. And I have clients that are actually awakening now with regards to the Santa Muerte. Quite a few clients actually at the same pace have all emailed me saying that they've heard her call, and another client, she basically has a bit of a relationship with her at the moment too, and she sets her out offerings and things. But yeah, it's getting bigger, and it's good to know there's no human needs that she won't help you with. So I will go into that in a lot more depth. But anyway, this is going to the altar. I'll pop the lid on it for now. I'll be putting, like I said, some glass. I'm so tempted to put a little bit of volcanic. I've got some volcanic stuff from a volcano that erupted. I'm so tempted to put some in. I will probably do that just to upset things. And I will be shaking that up each day, probably for 21 days. And then I'll deploy that. That will probably go to a graveyard because of it being a Santa Muerte working. Or I could leave it possibly at the, I'm not sure, at the crossroads. I'm not really sure about that. I have a crossroads close to me that a very, very negative situation happened there, and I deploy bits and pieces there, but I don't like leaving things in the countryside. It's not the right thing to do. So I also have a crossroads that's on my father-in-law's property. It's still a crossroads, and I also put stuff there. That stuff will never be disrupted. But anyway, yeah, I'll burn a black candle on top of this with a candle holder, just on top of this. It will be one black chime per night for 3 weeks, and I'll be shaking up, and I'll be saying, you will lose your job. Everyone will see you with new eyes. Everyone doesn't like you. It's time to go. It's time to go. Things like that. So basically, we're gonna light a fire under his feet and push him out. I should say that the destruction powder that I have in that little jar that I made myself, there's a lot of ingredients in that. There's lots of stuff. So hot foot, same things that go into hot foot powder is in that. So that will push him on. So I really, really, really need to go. We're getting on to 15 minutes. If you need help, please contact me directly at thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. Give me a few days to get back to you. It's been a hectic at this end. Also, if you see anyone offering services with a WhatsApp number in my comment section, do not contact them, please. I have heard, reports about people being scammed from different countries and stuff. At the end of the day, I only operate via email at the moment. I'm not open to WhatsApp at the moment, so please be careful. I've noticed that someone said, you know, can you do a spell for me? And then this person piped in, you can contact her on WhatsApp, and then they put this number, pretending it was my number. No, I never put my number in the comment section, just to let you know that. I will make a separate video on this. I have to do this again. There's people, and they slip past me, and it takes me sometimes a bit of time to see that there's a scammer in the comment section. So just don't contact them, because they will take your money and you won't be able to get it back again. If you're waiting on a video, I'll be in touch with you very, very soon. I have a few people waiting, so I will be in touch. If you're waiting on a reply with regards to something, I will be in touch over the next day. I'm going to go through my client list and go through all the names. If you haven't heard from me and it's been a few days, shoot me another message and I'll get in touch. But apart from that, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and yeah, like, share, subscribe, and I still have the go live coming, and I promise I'll do that. I'm just getting a few bits and pieces cleared out of this room. I've a big stock thingy arriving soon, so I really want to get that out of the way first. More candles, more bits and pieces, so I can make oils. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Have a good evening.